God with all these things, but none of that stuff is spirit. None of that stuff is in the, like, if we don't love how God tells us to love each other, none of these relationships are going to work. We're coming up with all these theories and ideas, but there's a specific way that we're supposed to love each other. And I feel, honestly, that's why marriages are so high. That's why relationships are not working out. You got to think about it. My mom and dad still together. They've been together since the, 80s or something like that. It's different that they had to stick together back then. It was black people against the world. They didn't have time to be like, you know what, honey, Bob down the street. No, we got to protect each other, and that's what's missing. We don't feel like we have to protect each other anymore. Everybody's just out for themselves in the survival.
Right.
So I don't understand how that's
like that you said back in the day.
That is true.
Most families stuck together because they didn't have time. They was too busy trying to survive. Yeah. And as survive, we gotta work together as a family. We gotta feed everybody. Because family then was large, like, mom and dad with 9 kids. So you're not thinking about, doing X, Y, Z. You're thinking about feeding your kids for the, for the morning, night, during the day and whatever. And
protecting them. You gotta think Malcolm X literally has had his house get caught up. Like, you gotta think there's stuff like, it was so different back then. I'm not saying I don't want to live back then. But you gotta think, even Martin Luther King got caught cheating on his wife. You gotta think, but he's still protected. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about that situation, where's she gonna go?
They say so much stuff about Martin Luther King, bro. I don't even be knowing what.
You can go outside and get lynched.
I'll be like, I don't even want to hear it no more. Because I'm gonna say some shit. Another fact that I didn't know. Of course, the man wasn't perfect. Who is? He was cheating on his wife. He worked for the CIA. He did. I'm like, man, don't even tell me no more. Let me learn about a different character. You learn something about the Power Rangers.
You men have actually experienced that, and if you haven't experienced that as a man, you don't know how to differentiate a woman who's really like attracted to you, for you, versus a woman who's just there for the time being, right? A mercenary versus a soldier. And I think as a man, you have to, from the ego side, you got to realize that there are some women that you would never be that guy to.
Yup.
It's a fact.
Like no matter what you do, you will never be that guy. And
hey, he talking that talk.
Make it work, but when you've experienced a woman where you're that guy that she really admires you,
just like now, bro.
And I think
whatever you kind of did now, 20 years from now, whoever don't like you, they'll still picture you the same way. They'll look at you from Shiloh from 7th grade. Be like, he wasn't shit in 7th grade. He ain't shit now. You feel me? Ain't that just right? That's what they talking about. Sometimes, bro, people, no matter what you do, they're still gonna betray you as the same person that you are.
Good morning,
they label you as when they met you.
And there's a guy at 11:30 p.m. What you doing?
You up?
Eyes. Right? Yeah. And like that's, I think it's hard, like from the ego side, for men to be able to come to terms with that. But I think if men could really just realize that part, it would help them a lot. And they wouldn't gear towards relationships or women who aren't necessarily for them. And that's why I think the bitterness comes from men. But in reality, it's like, bro, you should have seen the signs early. She wasn't reciprocating. She was calling you out your name. She wasn't trying to be helpful.
Now the thing is, too, like, you can't feel bad, right? Because everybody's not for everybody. That's true. You have to learn and understand, like, okay, this is not it. Let me move on. Right. But some guys, they will stay in that situation trying to make it work. I would rather be the guy who's up at 11 p.m. versus the guy trying to take on multiple dates, spending money, doing all these things, trying to impress her, and I'm getting nowhere and getting limited results. You know what I'm saying? I want the maximum result. If I'm in a situation, I don't even get these situations anymore because I know how to pick the right women right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going for, really my dating life is really easy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going for who wants me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking for a real relationship. I'm just looking for, like, real connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing like just, not just sex. I'm looking for, like, real connections, somebody I can build with for real. We can be friends forever. Like, if we turn into a relationship, but I'm picking women that are showing me that they're interested. Not women that I gotta chase. Yeah, chase and work all hard with.
Let me just see how, I want to say, because it's the thing, looking. That's the situation. That was my situation, looking, right? A lot of times when men are in those places where we're down, right? And we don't fix those traumas. We don't go through that counseling, that therapy, go through that personal development. We don't go through that. You actually start to accept things.
Personal
right?
development.
So
that's what it's called. Personal development.
I know I shouldn't be with this person, but I can't.
That's what it's called.
I'm
Personal
down right
development,
now,
man.
so
We
let
gotta
me just
work
go
on
ahead
us
and tell
working
this out
on
because when I make it, it's gonna
yourself.
change. Right, but I realize this. Me, I'm really not
all
in
your
church,
flaws,
so I
all the stuff
realize
you
this
don't like
in
about
public.
yourself, just accepting
Adam
it all,
was
bro,
working.
and just moving on. Trying to be
Adam
the
was
best
focused.
Shiloh you can be.
Adam was in, doing the cross, naming the animals, doing his thing, right? He went to sleep, and what did God say? I'm gonna make you my wife. He wasn't looking, he was focused. Then God said, let me make you a suitable helper. And I feel like a lot of us men, we need to, while we're down, focus on getting up. Unless you have that woman. Now, there's some women that are mentally and emotionally mature enough to watch you go through that process and be like, my man, I watched him boom, 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 boom. And you gotta think, you're betting on that's a big bet. To be like, because you gotta think, my situation, I made it. But
Right.
it's called, I think what's called messenger syndrome or something like that, where that person can't get past the way they used to see you. You gotta think, we go back to our families. They got, man, like you still little Jay from, they do that.
See what I'm saying? That's the thing. Hold on, look at you.
Human nature to
He
look at
wasn't shit in
somebody
7th grade, he ain't shit now.
respect where they are now. So it's like, we gotta be careful with that. Like, stay focused, stay on the mission.
We always say this stuff, focus on yourself instead of focus on you, because eventually focus will be on you, because you worked on all these aspects in your life. And there's some women out there who work just as much, and you're gonna meet at some point in your life, because you gotta speak the same language. You gotta have the same interests. The compatibility is gonna stay there, because why? One person, as long as both people growing, the compatibility will be there. A lot of relationships fail because one person stays the same and the other person is growing. There's no compatibility.
But that's the thing. That's right there. Devil's advocate. Compatibility is like motivation to me.
Ain't it though? The right compatibility.
That's why I say you gotta continue. As long as both people are continuing to grow and continue to grow in personal development, being aware that I can have to work on this. So I feel like a lot of relationships can't work. It's all about maturity. Meaning knowing that, hey, there's communication, effective communication. These are the things that's gonna help us not hold grudge and not hoard emotion for months and focus on the negative of things instead of focusing on the positive things, and to make these things work. And we were going to talk about like certain women, bro. I've never been hurt before.
Never?
Never.
Not once?
Me neither.
What? Not once? Have you?
Damn, he said he ain't never got
I
hurt.
know you've been hurt. I know you've been hurt.
And I would say that there's been two instances where one, I was hurt, but that was very early in my life. And then the second, I wasn't necessarily hurt as much as I was disappointed.
I was disappointed for sure.
Right? Where I was just like, you not kidding like that?
Yeah.
Everything you know what I mean?
You gotta think about it though, right? So, like I said, I never been hurt. Maybe slightly disappointed, but like, you gotta be aware of things. It's not disappointing, bro. You just gotta be. Women kind of would tell you, speak to certain things about what's causing her to move a certain way. Energy. People just don't wake up one day and change, bro. They don't. They don't just wake up one day and just, I don't like you no more. There's either a lack of something on somebody's side that wasn't addressed, and over time, energy starts to change and whatnot, right? So you have to be aware of a person's needs at that time, right? You gotta be aware of that, because if you're not, energy starts to shift because you want this, this person want this. I started working on myself early, and I was aware of certain things, right? And when you move a certain way as a man, that's why I said I never been hurt before. I could never say, women ain't nothing, because I don't date and have like great relationship with women. Like I never, like all the time, I had women like.
Hey, why don't you come back in this bitch a lawyer?
You feel me,
gang?
Yeah. And this girl,
I got you a new Benz. I'm like, yo, Shiloh.
Because I only attracted like in a way those type.
Let me get that red one.
A lot of men.
You want the red Benz or the blue Benz?
Well, I'm like, bro, that's normal to me. Women that cook, women that do certain things, because it's a way you present yourself. And I ain't coming to them like, let me buy you this, let me do this, let me do this. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
You just being your genuine self.
Because it's like, when you be your genuine self, you connect. I understand adding value to people is really what connects you to people, not by what you can do, right? And guess what? I still do those things, and we're like that. And it makes me want to do it more, but it's like, I don't see what men be like, bro, bump this, bump that. I'm like, bro, I love women. I don't know, I don't know, like, you gotta maybe work on yourself enough, or maybe you're choosing the wrong people.
I don't really see a lot of successful men that's mature say they don't like women. I see, I see, you get what I'm saying? Like, If a man is, I say, I'm talking about all that money. I don't cuss. So money over.
This said he don't curse, bro.
Oh, money
the
over.
man said I gotta get my shit up.
Immature
Oh,
talk like that, and they don't be in their bag, or they be rapping and stuff like that.
Immature people speak that type of.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't. Real men that's mature, bro.
You understand the value that a good woman brings to you.
Yes, bro. You're not finna. You ain't talking like that. First of all, when people talk like that, they never had a good woman on their side. Probably got mama issues, abandonment. All those things play a part on how a person views a woman. And it's like, I used to be aware of certain things.
And there's a lack of accountability.
Women out there, man.
Yes, good women. But that's the thing, a lack of accountability is why that man acts like that.
I think a part of it, bro, is one, where that comes from generally with men are generally two things. Number one, they chose a woman that didn't choose them, and what you didn't realize is you can do the right thing with the wrong person.
Facts.
Right? And a lot of people,
That'd be my problem,
that.
trying
So
to
they
choose
stopped
something that
doing
don't
the
want
right
me.
things, but not
You feel
understanding,
me?
no, it was the context
No,
of the
damn
situation,
well,
not the
she
context,
attracted
right?
to me.
The second thing is,
She like the way we having, sex and stuff like that, but as far as right, she like shit. This gonna be just something temporary anyway, and I'm about to get up out of here on his ass.
And this goes back to kind of what you said, the element thing. The first way is to be honest, right? You can go out there, heal, and get exactly what you want to do. Now, the pro is you get exactly what you want to eat. The con is you might get your arm bitten off in the process. Right? Coming back to camp, you know what I mean? Now, the second way you can go about it is you can be a fisherman, right?
That's me.
And what does a fisherman do? He goes in a boat, rows a line, right? He's already on his purpose. He's doing what he needs to do. He's doing his task, and eventually, what's gonna happen?
Right, baby.
Right, hook. And here's the beautiful thing.
Put it on the net.
Right? Here's the beautiful thing. You reel the fish up. You look at the fish, but guess what? If you don't like the fish, what do?
Throw it back.
You throw it back. And now, here's the extra layer to it. If you get a fish on the bait that you didn't like, now you can assess the bait you're using, i.e. fitness, i.e. finance, i.e. spirituality, i.e. emotionality. Upgrade the bait, throw it back in, and see what you get. So for me, that's always been my mindset is like, man, look, focus, grow yourself. Right? And you'll start attracting the women that you want.
This is why I said the women I was
That's
attracting.
going on IG, bro.
That's
This is why I said the women I attracted because I worked on myself so much. I know what a woman needs. So I'm not attracting the women that got problems.
Bro, I hate hearing the chick
I'm
problems.
attracting women that, like I said,
She want to sit on the phone the whole 2 hours and talk about her life problems and what she going through. Like the world ain't got no problem.
All the things I worked on.
Yeah.
And if you never worked on those things, you're never gonna grab it. So you always gonna meet a certain quality. I'm always gonna meet a certain quality of women because my bait consists of things. If you're not that, you wouldn't even be in my alignment. I would never even feed it.
Them boys talking that shit, man. Them niggas talking that stuff, man. Oh, you know, hell?
Michael's has bubble tea.
You heard that song, bro? I just got up on that like 2 days ago.
And say 50%
Oh, big
on
baby.
summer floral.
You gonna
Plus,
check?
save
You got on,
$10
man.
when you
Suede
spend
joints
$40
today?
or more. Now
Oh,
through
yeah.
May 13th.
What's up, little man?
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies
How
only
you
give you
doing,
the
big
lowest
dog?
price when you sign up for multiple lines.
chilling,
US
man.
Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 plus for $200.
What's
So
this
you have to
weekend?
get more lines than you
Where
need.
you hang out?
US Cellular.
One of my guys' birthday in Madison.
Oh,
So
okay.
they barbecuing. We're gonna do the whole thing. Spades, dominoes, barbecue, women, you know.
Right. It's about to be a nice weekend, baby.
Yeah, man. He got like half his garage. It's got like a bar in it. It's got like 2 TVs up. Back on the
Damn.
wall.
149
It's
He
showing
got a
out.
fridge in there with all liquor in it, you know.
Yeah.
or die trying.
T Nasty, 5'11",
T Nasty, baby.
I think it's gonna go good. We about to put some
I'm gonna
fireworks
shoot, I'm gonna shoot down there tomorrow evening. We're gonna go crazy.
Well, it's time to go crazy. He said T Nasty. Yo, it will. It will. It ain't getting back down no 40s no more.
Sunday it said 83. I was like,
Yeah, we spell, you know. It's springtime. It's almost summer now.
I'm saying my birthday next month. Shit.
All right. You know, only thing I hate about it is after the 4th of July, it's like summer over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
Midwest for you, though.
Right. They got 2 months of summer.
You get 9 months of winter, 3 months of summer.
Yeah, for real.
Look your hands. Nobody takes me, man. Nobody takes me. I think the man, you know, the cake is
threw his shoulder out.
Hey, can we get the bag?
He nasty.
I've never put one back in.
It ain't even hard, man.
Oh, it look like the professor from Real One.
Yeah. My ex-girlfriend, dog, she used to, her shoulder used to go out all the time.
Oh, fuck.
Now, he knew he got a throw-out shoulder. Why would you get out there trying to fight? That shoulder go out, boy, you got your butt hurt. Go home. Oh, man, you don't get his ass. He ain't want no smoke.
Tell you, that motherfucker had, what do you call that?
He's doing too much now. He knew damn well before he got out there he had a bump shoulder.
We need you back here.
Right?
You know,
Okay, train for a couple more months and then come back.
So it's rotator cuff. That shit happened to me before. That shit warm. Like rotator cuff ain't the one. And once it's injured, it's never the
over.
same.
Man,
Rotator cuff ain't no joke.
that's what hold the
solve it in the yard.
that's what hold the shoulder in there.
Pull the trigger. But it take a real man to look another man in the eyes, punch him right in the face.
What you got going on this weekend?
Step in the cage and I'm giving out work.
I mean, that's how
You ain't trying to get
After hours, just probably going to the gym. That's what I've been doing lately. I don't really go out no more, man. I go
Please
to.
hit me up. Ken, please hit me up. They got that Cinco de Mayo shit at Obi's tonight.
Is there gonna be some corn? I want some goddamn sweet corn.
What's fucking me up is all of these places that have no Latinos in it, I'm throwing Cinco de Mayo party. That's the funniest shit to me. Like, none of you motherfuckers laugh. Like, half you motherfuckers don't even know what Cinco de Mayo means.
Right.
They're like, it's Mexican independence. No, it's not.
Dead or dead, it is.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Cinco de Mayo is a
Whatever
celebration of a
life may
certain
bring,
battle
you
that
can
they
take
had.
on anything. When you get a
Oh.
Battle that they had and they won.
Community First Credit Union.
So they celebrate this battle. This big battle. It meant a lot.
Yeah, camp
Well, one or two,
first, give it to some problem, rates for great.
Damn, boy, you put me up on some shit.
Like, it's Mexican independence day. I'm like, no, it's not.
Roger from Casamigo, you know today the holiday for Cinco de
I
Mayo.
got all types of liquor on that
Together we'll find a way.
I said it wrong.
No, you said it right. We was just talking about that.
Cinco, Ohio.
Cinco de Mayo.
Ain't nobody got no damn sweet corn?
We got
Corn.
What is you
Sweet corn. Street
You
corn.
talking about elote. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
The mayo and the cheese and the yeah, it's called elote.
Man, that is
What
the
size
best
you
shit.
want, man?
13.
I got some for you.
Oh, I got, trust me, I have an addiction. I have more Jordans than I need.
I got them in red and black. I got them.
Big baby, you up, man. Thank you, my boy. Stay out of trouble, man.
I got way more
Hey,
Jordans.
that boy is geared up, man. He got the Louis belt on. That boy was well. All right, baby. Well taken care of. Steve-O.
Yo, I thought you want some Casamigo, man.
Oh, man. I think I just bought some yesterday.
You bought brand new. I
Broke
mean,
as hell.
What do you watch on YouTube?
ain't no
What do you
Bible.
watch on YouTube?
Ain't no such thing as broke Bible.
I'm
What do you
broke,
watch on
broke.
YouTube?
I
What do you
told
watch?
you Bible.
I'm broke, the barber.
What's the name of what's the name of the things you watch
You
on
thought I was
YouTube?
telling you?
Dudes. Kitties? Kitties? What is it called?
Broke the barber.
Okay, well, since you like kitties, funny, just hold that.
Broke the barber.
Okay, well, since you like kitties, funny, just hold that. Are you recording live streaming?
Uh-huh.
Do me a favor, man. Recording live streaming? Do me a favor, man. When you line this stuff up, hit me with the razor. That way you ain't got to spray the stuff on that.
Right.
That stuff don't last.
Right. Well, this only meant to last like 2 days.
It don't even last that long.
Damn.
I go to bed and wake up the next morning, it's gone.
Yeah, it's different for everybody. But I'm not sure my boy Chef.
Round one, let's work. Y'all want
Let's see what they brought out now.
Good shorts, I think he's gonna lose.
Yeah. I don't know. My homie got no power in that jab. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he know what he's doing.
Oh,
see what I'm saying?
Oh,
covering up the whole shot.
Damn, that nigga a boxer. Oh, he done took some training. Nigga done did something.
It's kind of natural.
So when you leaving?
Tomorrow around 4.
I'll get there about 5, 6.
About 5:30. It's gonna be on the east side, so about 5:15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Down there, kicking with my peoples, man. We got some little females cooking for them tonight.
Damn.
Making certain shit tonight.
Bullshit.
You know, like when we have birthday parties and shit, like people pitch in like a motherfucker, man.
Right, that's how it should be, man.
They pitch in and be like, you know, some of the females be like, what you want me to cook?
Right.
Make this, make that, make this. That way all we gotta do is throw this on the grill.
Damn.
We got our sides, set up the tables for the cards, the dominoes.
Damn.
Set up the bar for the drinks and the smoky smoke.
I ain't had no action like that. These chicks, that's foreign. Chicks around here.
Memorial Day weekend, I'm in Chicago. It's going down.
And that's next weekend, right?
19th?
Okay. That shit.
No, Memorial Day weekend is the 29th.
Of May?
Yeah.
I need to go back home, man. I ain't gonna make it home till about July, man. I probably just go on my birthday and not even stress it. I gotta run some money or something. It's my busiest day. I'm trying to go
I'm surprised you ain't got more people in here.
It's been packed all day. Yeah, I'm at the right time. Okay, cool.
I was shopping today, so I was like, grab them there. Yeah, man, you know, check up for my weight, man. I'm gonna take this motherfucking diet shit. This diet shit to a whole other level.
My man got a shot, dropped 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That's some shot they give you.
I know, I gotta make sure my insurance will approve it.
Oh, you gonna get it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, big baby.
But in the meantime, I still want to start this diet, though.
Right.
That way
I'm finally starting to figure out what my body can do. I got burgers is really good for me, man. Lean burgers. I've been keeping all the weight off. I get the cheese for those. I've been doing that. Not nothing from the restaurant. It's got to be something like an hour and a half. Somewhere they can go for it. That's all I like about Wisconsin, man. A lot of this shit is locally bought from the farms.
We got a nice butcher shop that take food stamps in Oshkosh.
Shut up!
I'm going down and give a shit.
They got that shit there? See, like the one I go to, they got Watch Me Work. You watching them cut up the goddamn pig right there in front of you.
That's good too, because you know what you're getting.
Yeah, exactly. And Pick and Save up the street is the only one that does that at the last location. They cut up their own steak. Fresh off the town.
Man, I see the one checking out back there. You want to take it off? Oh, okay. You taking it up?
Yeah, every time.
I see them cutting up the piece of beef. She was like, yeah, buddy. Those are the last ones who done steak here. Give me one of them now. Best steak I damn near ever had in my life. I was like, y'all ain't spraying all that shit and injecting it. We like, no.
No, if they doing that, this is already coming to the butcher shop with the shit injected.
Right.
Butcher shops don't do like that. They just get it, cut it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You ever been to Law Street, up the street? They got that shit.
Come on, get up, get up.
They got burgers mixed, any kind of burger you want. If you want one with cheese in it, you want one with jalapenos in it. Oh, they got them already, the patties already made.
Already made up.
Because if they gonna come in with some heat shit, he gonna turn himself off. again, bro. Y'all didn't stop the fight. No. Wait, you good? If it looks like you about to throw it, run in, hit him with his butt. Feel me? Every time.
Hit him with his butt. Man, taking oregano oil, taking 2 ways, one in the belly button, and I'm eating it. And I'll tell you, what really sped up my motherfucking metabolism is a cayenne pepper. I started taking supplements of that. You know what I'm saying? Then I take the D3. That's
turmeric too.
Oh yeah,
You crave the
I
uncomfortable.
got turmeric in the coffee with the coconut oil.
Scorching.
Flushing me out, boy. So the coconut oil is actually cleaning my liver.
touch gloves, y'all cut in the middle, touch
I've been going crazy, man. Well, I've been getting so much knowledge. And I'm still learning new stuff, too. Because I listen to, you know what I'm saying? I try to listen to everybody's opinion, what they got to say.
How much is your dealership?
At Experience,
Wherever you go, yeah.
I'm at all the gyms right now. They tax me. $45 a month for punch. The motherfucker down the street, another 40. And then Premier Fitness. And then Planet Fitness is another 25, 30.
You pay all that?
You can't put a price on your house.
Yeah, but you need all of them gyms?
Yeah, for me, hell yeah, because I might get up and be bored. You know, so I need to something. I want to be around different people. Plus, I network a lot through the gym. That's how I got all the cops and lawyers. Everybody. Where you at right now? Which one you at?
None. I'm trying to get into one out of Oshkosh, but the why is so fucking expensive.
Man, that shit is dumb expensive. They got the program though. They got the family program.
Yeah, but they go put in your income. You don't make too much money, so I'm about to go in there and see what's up.
You don't make too much bread?
You don't make almost $100 grand a year. She work for U.S. Bank.
Oh, boy, that's my nigga. Real nigga, I was playing. Chilling over there.
Shout out to the 702.
You like a banker type shit.
Up in Forest. Hey,
well,
we out here hard, bro.
She's not a bank teller,
hardcore.
but she works behind the scenes. Like, she processes millions and millions of dollars a day.
Damn.
Like, she works from home upstairs in our office. We had a
in the yard.
Oh, that's
office.
Any coward can pull a trigger. But it take a real man to look another man in the eyes.
Millions of dollars.
Punch him right in the face. Five-star Wolfpack. Step in the cage and I'm giving out work. Satan's backyard, you ain't trying to get hurt. I'ma bring the pain, you gon' get it.
Like, she literally does not want me to work.
Shit, man, you know, you got the kid.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm used to my own bread, man.
Right. To a little t-shirt company or something from the house.
Man, I'm finna start DJing again.
Oh, there you go. That'd be nice. They want some bouncers down there bad, bro. They actually starting to pay niggas like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of bread. They're giving cats pennies. So you ain't trying to mess with that.
I'll bounce the white people party because it's easier. And,
Right.
I'm guaranteed top dollar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't,
Yeah. What's the most you charging for do that?
I mean, it depends on the venue.
Michael has bundle deals for Mother's Day. Paint her a picture on
for
canvas.
Instance,
Frame her favorite memories. And save 50% on summer
security for
Plus,
11
save
Lakes in
$10
Madison.
when you spend
The
$40 or
capacity
more.
of that place
Now
is like
through May
500
13th.
people.
Damn.
Our phones
I'm
keep us
charging
constantly
125.
connected.
Okay.
They had a mode to help us actually connect.
And then on
To
top of
limit
that, the
screen
bartenders
time
tip me
on
out
our
at the end of the night, too.
and to give us rhythm
Sure.
instead of algorithms.
So I
Introducing
was taking
Flex
home
Mode.
between
Set your
125
phone
and
for human
150.
connection at US Cellular.
Nice. Yeah, that was some good money right there, Jeff.
I lost my
I was
parents.
making even more money when I had my security company, but niggas fucked it up.
That pain made me who I
Like
am.
booking all the things and stuff.
I spent a lifetime
Well, I had my
trying to
girl
break
that
them
was
off
with
the
the time. She was
past.
booking the venues and stuff.
As if
But
if
the
I eat
problem
crime,
was,
would bring my parents back. You actually did.
the niggas was fucking shit up.
Oh.
But all the white parties down there, all the white people, they was hiring Bubba. Papa. Here, sit in that other chair. You got 2 chairs right
both
there.
parents in
Sit in
one
that other
day.
chair. Grab my phone, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
I went back in time to save my parents.
Okay? Okay, we're gonna get all these seasonal homes.
Yup.
June 14th.
Like, oh man, I know what this is.
I have to undo what I did.
Flash.
Restart rap. Here's who we are.
This man, they might bring these back to this.
Fix them.
This shit was
Don't
wrong.
let your tragedy define you.
Well, why they gotta fight Zion? It's the 20th time. It's all the fourth Zion. What was that, man?
Oh, you talking about Zion?
Zion, yes. They're fighting him again. I'm like, how? How did he win? How did he find his way back? They've been fighting this nigga for 10 years straight.
Just strap to your parachutes. And we're in here!
I am honored to introduce to you the creator of the Hunger Games themselves, Dean Pascal.
I was talking to my white friends up there trying to hit me with Marvel and DC comic trivia. Like I didn't grow up with comic books. I bet you know that Superman's real name.
Shut up, bro.
Really?
Everybody know that.
You'd be surprised. A lot of niggas don't.
For real?
There has been a change.
Like his name Charlie.
It's like
Like
Clark
Charlie.
Kent. I'm like, no, this is not.
What did my mentor do besides bring me roses?
Man, you take that Trippie Redd concert out?
You really want to take care of me
You
and
go to
I
Trippie Redd concert?
Start by thinking I can actually win.
Oh, Triple Red.
I'm not conflicted.
Ever post on the Hunger Games. Bunch of real pop. Please, some young niggas.
Man.
Pop Turks and all that shit.
It's crazy. It was crazy feeling back in the day.
And the last show I went to that made me realize I don't want to party with these young niggas no
See how quickly they
when I
become
went to saw
credited.
T.I.'s parade.
See how quickly
It
the
was so packed in
organization
there, them young
disappears.
niggas. Wow,
T.I.?
yeah, man.
T.I. is that guy, though.
Into us all.
It just was, I mean, niggas really went for it.
Right.
There was so many women
Step
in
across
there.
that line into the moon. Or not.
Going crazy.
You hear that, boy?
Nuts.
It's the sound of snow.
The last one I seen T.I. at was in Minnesota. And they started throwing drinks at him, man. That nigga said, cut the music on. Again, this guy is Jules. He said, man, I'll come down there. He said, boy, I got some sugars for you. Y'all don't want to do it. I was like, yeah. He said, I'll come down there, man. He said, man, I'm telling y'all don't want to do it, shawty. Well, they threw a drink in that mud, hit him in his head. He said, cut the motherfucking music, man. So I go by the king of the South. Yeah,
Somebody threw a little bottle of water at the rain. He was like, y'all say one more thing. Y'all throw one more thing on the stage and leave it. He up there performing and he was killing it. Somebody threw some shit. They threw a cup of ice. He walked off stage.
Yeah, I'm full of the water. That's y'all throw a bomb up here?
They should have beat the shit out of this nigga.
Man, I would have poured. I'm swinging on his ass as soon as I see him. But you gonna get your ass whooped by so much security.
That one nigga that would jump in the crowd his damn self to fight. Was that nigga Beans?
Benny Siegel, I was just finna say
Beans
that.
was a lunatic.
He was not
That nigga
playing.
would jump in the crowd and heartbeat to start knocking motherfuckers out. Another nigga I seen do it at a concert.
Waka
Nigga,
Flocka.
freaking Leaky.
Oh, freaking Z. Them
Freaky
niggas
from
wild.
Dipset. Freaking jumped down, that nigga took off his blue jean jacket,
Jumped
and a
right
white
in.
beat on with a front holster. That nigga jumped in that crowd. Jim Jones was like, let's go.
Damn.
That's it, let's go. The only motherfucker that didn't jump down there was Cam.
Everybody else jumped in there.
Everybody
Bro.
jumped down. Cam was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? That's
Them
what we
niggas
pay
was gangsters
bodyguards
back
for.
then. Them of course, gangsters back then.
Cam had on too much jewelry though. That's why that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
jumping down. Cam was, I'm talking about the boogers in his ears alone.
Right.
Oh my God. Shit, still, I'm not jumping down there, man. Y'all was going to back up there. That's what we got security for. Right. Beans took off. And once Beans took off, Jim Jones jumped down there. Freeway jumped down there.
Freeway, dog.
Jewel jumped down there. I was like, Speedy Crack jumped down there. Oskito jumped down there.
What his name is?
You know, that was state property in Dipset.
Seems like a man who understands violence.
Like I said, the only person that I remember not jumping down there was Cam. But once they jumped down, you know all the money guards jumped down there too.
I seen that shit. Niggas jumped that fence, didn't he?
No, this was a different one.
Oh,
That happened more than once.
Oh.
That shit happened more than once.
That's what we do, shit.
This is still street niggas.
Back then, you had, you know, you stay street, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big dog, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? Man, I'm excellent, man. I can't complain. How you doing, baby? That line that lasted for a little minute? Okay, yeah. Y'all got it tonight, huh?
Roman wasn't driving Ford Knox on wheels.
You having fun down there?
Me shining, baby.
It's all right. It's a paycheck.
We're locked inside. That's the trap. That's the bomb. Hey, George, what are we blowing up? What? The Vatican.
Okay?
Wow. You guys are going to hell.
You're right, buddy. Okay. You're around black presidents. Good.
That's
There you go. You good.
That's raw without the drip on that. You still want a little drip on there? That's raw without nothing.
Let me see.
The Great Dome Trail.
Yeah, you can put a little bit.
I mean, I know you.
What you think about the last Fast and Furious?
And now, I'm the man who
Fuck with it?
break your family.
I fuck with all of them, yeah.
Me too, bro. Cat's been bashing the shit out this movie. Will it, the coldest one they had was Adrena Athenius, whatever his name was, the British dude. Where he had the motorcycle.
Start shooting each other.
Yeah, took him apart. It went all under the truck.
Let's take some grapes.
Oh, yeah.
That was the coldest one. They ain't gonna never outdo that one. These other joints.
That's the one with Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
He was so cold.
You're not to be trusted.
That dude was indestructible.
I'm gonna tell you which one I didn't really too care for. The only one I didn't care for.
John Cena.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, that was.
John Cena is not a good actor. He tried to I don't know, he tried to be funny too much.
You like surprises? I adore them.
Like, they need to put his ass in something like Jumanji or something.
Right. Peacemaker was good for him. That was his perfect role. Him like a messed up superhero or something. You feel me?
The game's over now.
But other than that, man, his ass came out. Horrible.
Your last ride.
Like John Cena, how did you get this? How did you get in this position, buddy?
I don't like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Hell no. He was a horrible Batman. He was all buff.
But they didn't want to pay Christian Bale that money, so he was like, fuck y'all.
I ain't like him as Batman.
I like Christian Bale.
The best Batman is the one we just seen playing on now, Michael Keaton. That's the coldest Batman. See, he came back 20 minutes.
For centuries, our kind has stayed
It's Beast Wars, Transformers. Oh. I can't wait to see this.
This man, Michael Bay better not be doing it. You know he can fuck some shit up.
This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
You know, they're going according to the story.
Right. Is this Michael Bay doing it again?
I don't know.
He just stick to bad boy movies. They fucked up in Ninja Turtles.
Back up. Oh, I thought he was
Damn.
I work at Lumi Deodorant, and I'm going to tell you the secret to the best deal on Lumi. It's the starter pack.
That shit gonna go.
Yeah, that shit gonna go. Oh, I like all the things.
The last John Wick?
You get to pick a stick of deodorant,
He
and
did,
instead
he
you want,
snapped.
you get to pick a cream
That shit
deodorant,
raw as hell.
and you said
It ain't over.
and then
Hell no, he got a team now. You think Shorty killed dude? Hell
the
no.
whole thing
No, this is the coldest
for free.
blind man I ever seen fight.
72 hours
He was
of
colder than
outrageous odor
Daredevil.
control, and this new
Oh,
formula,
no, because Daredevil.
it smells so good.
Motherfucker,
It's the best
dog.
smelling Lumi ever.
Daredevil still got the #1.
This is the smartwatch that big tech companies don't want you to know about. It does all the important things that a smartwatch does for a fraction of the price. The health benefits on this smartwatch are so good, and it's so easy to
making
use
the Irish
that I
sea
got
moth
one for my
TV.
mom, my dad, and I even got
The
one for my
ashwagandha.
grandma. This has a heart monitor, blood
ashwagandha.
pressure, heart rate, blood oxygen, and BPM.
I have no idea what
It
that
tells your
is.
temperature
That shit,
and everything. It's
Okay, I
safe.
don't know what that is.
Oh, that's that shit. Man, listen, I had gas so bad, dog. Man, I think I farted out half my gut.
Brought a human here.
For real, that shit
Nobody.
clean
I ain't even
out,
seen nothing. I'm
bro.
not even seeing anything right now.
Well, you see this just dropped about a year or two ago. Yeah, I seen it on, yeah. Like that. That shit was raw.
How big can this guy be?
They ain't came back with World 2 yet. Turned to the snake eye.
Like way bigger than a planet.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, they wow.
In the end, everything you cared for.
Oh, they killed Bumblebee?
Maybe there's another way to say wrong.
You've never faced anything like this.
Optimus Primal. Optimus.
Let them come.
That's the gorilla. Who, Optimus Prime? No, Optimus Primal. Shut up, bro. Gorilla. You don't follow the cartoon? I did, but I was, yeah, young nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's the leader. Oh, even over Optimus Prime? No. He's the leader of the beast transformers. Rise of the beasts. Yeah.
Y'all know him. Take the wheel.
Yes. Damn. 4 days after my birthday.
Breathtaking.
Wow, when's your birthday?
When you see sand here,
August?
imagine water. If you dive in,
June.
you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes,
You got
it's
a
close.
birthday almost.
I don't believe you.
Birthday time, big baby.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
You find it in believing revenge.
Big dog said he getting in and out today.
Still alive.
Fell asleep in this motherfucker last 2 days. I be back, bro. It ain't even summer yet. I'm gonna start staying later though, open later. You can come about 11, you know what I mean? Tonight. Damn. Midnight. I always say that shit, man. I'm young as no 6 o'clock, girl, I'm poop. That's why I spaced it out. So about time 6 days, done. I ain't too damn tired.
I know I brought my ass in here on a Friday one time. I think this was last year. I thought I was being slick. Said I'll come in about 5 minutes later, 5-10 minutes later, thinking that, yeah, just give them time to set up. Man, I got in this motherfucker, wasn't no place to sit. I was like,
damn.
Yeah. Woo!
Fancy.
I understand.
Like, no place to sit.
Now I'm learning how to invest this barber money, man. You feel me? I'm getting older now, man. I gotta look for a retirement.
Netflix people are Atreides.
You fuck with the movies, big dog? You fuck with movies? Yeah, what you fuck with? Like Marvel, man, they took over the movie world. You know the movie ain't gonna be bullshit if it's Marvel.
Knife, chip, and shatter.
I don't know, that Doom shit didn't really move me like that.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm
I'm Star-Lord. I formed the Guardians. Met a girl, fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back. Came back and total dick.
Oh, please.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's the gist of it.
No, he was a fool.
I can't believe how little Batista is.
I know.
Little scale.
Got to now, G, 'cause the bigger you is, the smaller your lifeline. Everybody's slimming down. I know I got to that.
Bro, I'm talking about muscle-wise.
Right, yeah.
Batista was huge.
They don't want him that big for them movies. He getting older, too.
I want you all to know that
I think since he quit wrestling, his workouts have become more natural.
Right.
Using them damn steroids.
Right. Back in the day, that nigga.
Like I was looking at dudes like Rick Steiner, Big Papa Pump, and his age, that dude was huge. I was like, dude.
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, Rick Steiner.
Rick Steiner was big with him. Ultimate Warrior.
You ready?
Ultimate Warrior.
You know, Hulk Hogan blew the whistle on all them motherfuckers.
Hey, did he though?
He told everybody that she was steroids.
He was a little man.
We'll all fly away together. Into the forever.
Your ass wasn't getting big unless you did it.
That beautiful sky.
That's what drove Chris Benoit fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Steroids and cocaine.
Oh, that's an ugly combination. Yeah, your ass ain't gonna last long.
What's her name that used to do with Macho Man, Elizabeth?
Oh, yeah.
She died of an overdose.
They all was passing off that shit.
What? Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
A method of torture.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Bowery.
I'm just him in a lap.
Now, all you do is swing video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us always do something we love. You know what racing cars cost?
Look around.
It's not our world, son.
What is this?
It's a contest. The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Take this in here.
This is real.
I think I'm gonna grab an old school PlayStation 2 for him.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
You're gonna strap them to it.
A lot of the new games is coming out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can't play them.
Oh, for real?
You can hate me now.
It's not gonna work.
I tried to
The
teach
guys
them how to
who race
play
are
Call of
elite
Duty.
athletes.
Don't stop now.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Well, that's where you come.
Come on, let's go!
Cause I can't stop now.
Must be a new experience for you, moving your
Come on, OG, you up, baby?
You puked on my lawn.
Still, man.
Whatever life may bring, you can take on anything when you get loan from a place you own. Community First Credit Union.
Community First found a way to get me the car loan I needed.
You got a camper loan from Community First. Give it to us, no problem. Race for good.
I bought
You know, it was too big, dog.
beautiful pontoon boats. I have saved so much money.
They say get a loan from a place you own. That's what I did, and it worked for me.
Community First Credit Union.
Nice.
Together we'll find a way.
Bam, your teeth are so white. The first time I used it, I was freaking out. Snow Teeth Whitening provide professional level.
I gotta come right, this bro, man.
I discovered this brand, Snow Teeth Whitening, on TikTok. It only takes you 9 minutes a day. You are gonna have the whitest teeth, and it's super easy to use. After 21
What we
days,
doing, big dog? You still going for that look?
Whitest they've ever been.
Looking good.
I cannot believe the results. I have always wanted a bright white smile, but generic teeth whitening products always cause me pain.
See you later, buddy. Oh, he's so cool. He's so handsome, man. Bye, buddy. She gave the little mohawk. Titus, how you been, bro?
Mouthpiece straight into a
I've been alright, man.
You can whiten your teeth anywhere. I have never been more confident in my
You want to go ahead and tape out the
Snow has
time?
helped transform over 1 million smiles.
Okay, big bro. Thank you so much, man.
Tried so many, I've been
Yeah,
using them for
it's
years.
coming on good,
It
man.
works. You do this 9 minutes per day. You will have the whitest teeth. You'll have a smile.
Right.
Seriously,
You got that. You want that,
use
all that
whitening kit.
faded down there too?
I seriously cannot stop smiling. So you need to stop scrolling for a few minutes and go and pick up your kit from Snow.
Lying, boy. But you already see what they do, man. That's all black. You ain't getting it crispy like that without it.
You're in a race. Yeah. The cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. G-forces will be quite an astronaut experiences on Victor.
Yep, doing good.
Right. You get extra points for that in the game?
This whole thing is insane. Couchsurfing Mersey said he is the best one.
Oh shit, them bitches sold out, man. You been buying them motherfuckers out.
What's next? Major leagues. The other drivers are going.
You holler at A1 ass? A1? Oh, no.
The game is called racing. If you miss a line in the game, you reset. If you miss it on the track, you could die.
Looking real good, my boy.
I know this track. I've raced it 1,000 times.
So when you get home, did you respray it with hairspray? You just leave it alone. Damn, nice. You wash it a little bit? No, yeah, don't wash it. Don't wash it. You wash it before you go get a haircut. That way it lasts longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come up with my own. Man, that shit is bad.
Fighting for the so-called greater good.
My God, he done figured it out. That motherfucker made $1 million already. That shit. Africa wins.
To control the truth. The concepts of right and wrong.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
You're fighting to save an ideal that doesn't exist. Never did. You need to pick a side.
What the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter. Gotta get you some readings, Fury. Hello? Hello?
Captain Rambo? Where's Captain Rambo?
What the?
Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you, I can totally show you. Hi. Where's our daughter? Wherever you were.
team?
Oh, no, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
Why am I here, Roman? I need you. We're gonna destroy that whole nuclear program. I know the risk. Trust me.
Please be safe, will you?
Okay.
Capsules just came through. The CIA is targeting Iranian nuclear facilities.
I'll cover his blood. You're leaving 15 minutes. Stretch and point.
An old CIA base in Kandahar province.
I'm supposed to go home, and I'll be with you.
The distance is not the main issue. It's what's in between.
Any we catch my guy, we'll sell him to the highest bidder.
There will be no sanctuary for you.
Raise your hands. Do it before they get trigger happy.
You starting to really learn your line.
Names. We can get it.
You starting to get a little comfortable on that line and get dog.
Tell me what's truly going on. The cutouts in an even bigger game. This is my life in your hands.
What up?
No one is coming to rescue us.
What's in?
Sorry.
Thank y'all for the likes and the views. I appreciate y'all, man. Oh, I got 2 goddamn viewers, boy. I got 2 viewers on here, man. Feeling good. No, YouTube. It's hard as man, bro. It's hard to tell when somebody watches the board.
Same for the goddaughter.
Dad told me you found something on a train during the war. A dial that could change the course of history.
Why are you chasing the thing that drove your father crazy?
Hold up real quick, y'all. Rich and unemployed. Let's see. There we go.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it.
When men like that, I'm like, bro, y'all talk about women done so much to you, bro. I love women.
But I just think I've been through a lot of this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they so against women.
Yeah, I don't understand.
What is the issue?
Like, bro.
No.
Such an aggressive stance too, because all my homies who like they've got women or do well with women, there's a certain aggressiveness that you don't have when you speak to even tonality. But it's not about getting out of character, out of frame. Like you're not trying to like argue crazy. You just
I'm not arguing
cool.
with you, man.
Dudes have an appetite that they can't sustain.
Right.
Yeah, and then dudes be talking crazy to women, but it's the ones that ain't really getting women.
Right.
Or that finally got enough money, but now they're choosing women that don't choose them. They out of shape, they might have bread, but then they wonder why the broke dudes still taking them home after they done took them to Turks and Caicos and spent 15 racks. Like,
Then they go start a podcast.
15 racks, I wish I would. 15 racks.
Welcome to the Rich and Unemployed Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Dupaton, aka Finesse, and man, this is the first edition of the Roundtable, man. We men amongst men, and I wanted to put this together, bro, because I don't know. I feel like guys need this, right? I feel like guys need to be to witness these conversations, because I know a lot of guys, they don't have big bros, they don't got big homies, they're not around high level people where they can hear these conversations when it comes to business, women, fashion, whatever it is. So I invited a couple of the homies, you know what I'm saying? Everybody around here is successful. And we just gonna chop it up and see where it goes. And you know what I'm saying? Whatever you can learn from it, take what you can. So we gonna start with you, bro. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is the one and only Trail CEO, one of the top business coaches in Atlanta.
The one and only.
The one and only, man.
You say top business coach?
Top business coach.
That's how long you been doing that?
I've been doing it for a year and a half now. Started off in the clothing industry.
Yeah.
I did 6 figures with my clothing brand, We Can't Survive. Donated a lot of money to people with cancer.
Yeah.
Then I started, my brother Matty J was like, it's time for you to start teaching people how to do it.
Okay.
So instead of me starting another business, I started showing people how to make 6 figures in clothing. Corey and Justin, they support my
That's what I need to do. 6 figures on clothing.
Then I started just telling my story. And I was like, wow, this is impacting people. So let me start doing life coaching. And now
life coaching, that's another thing I'm trying to do.
Wait a minute, man. A lot of people, if they suck, the business is gonna suck.
Right.
So let me do personal development and then help them with the business. So now I'm doing both of those in one. And I just got a partner that's gonna help me also with we're gonna do personal development, business development, and then we're gonna do the access to funding. So we started adding some more stuff to my consultation company. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Dope, man. I got the Mr. Fashion himself, man. Let's
see what he got on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, me today.
Let's
go.
I'm just trying to keep up with you guys.
I'm
just trying to keep up.
But yeah, man, my name is Joseph Hines. I've been in the clothing industry now for over a decade. I have 2 different companies. First company is Affluent. Essentially, we specialize in helping people better communicate who they are through clothing. So that ranges anywhere from luxury comfort wear to luxury clothing to all the way even to suits. And then the second side of the business we have is the Standard, which I have with my business partner Hafiz, and pretty much what it is it's a private community of high level individuals where we do private events, experiences, high level masterminds, seminars, and essentially what we noticed is a lot of guys, they put themselves on this island, right? Because they're single focused, right? They get the money, they're constantly trying to work, they're trying to get better, and then they get to a point where they realize they look up and they're the only one, right? They're the horse and everyone else is on the cart and they're carrying everyone, right? And pretty much what it is the ecosystem for guys who are performing at a high level to connect with other like-minded men to where they feel like there's other people that can pour in their cup and they're constantly not getting drained by other guys. So it's been good, man. Super excited for what we have planned, and man, excited to be on the show, boss.
How long did it take for you to build that?
So the crazy thing, man, is the Standard has been around for only a year. We have about 500 people all across the United States, and we even have some people internationally as well. And yeah, man, it's been a crazy ride. Like I said, I couldn't have done as well without my business partner, Louise, but it's been amazing to see the response. It's been amazing to see the impact, and it's really shown me that there is a niche for guys. And I didn't realize how lonely a lot of guys are, and how isolated a lot of men feel in the pursuit of their dreams, the pursuit of their goals, and how important it is, man, to realize that, look, man, life isn't tennis, right? It's more like basketball. It's a team sport. So that's been a cool thing, man. It's just helping guys kind of realize that, assemble their team, and really generate brotherhood, really generate relationships that can help them get to the next level.
Hold on one second, man.
I ain't gonna interrupt. Should have came early.
He went to go get some food.
Watch your step, watch the chords.
Watch that too. Please. You're a good guy.
My boy back from the UN.
You big African man.
Man, you gotta start over. That's why I know.
No, we're just gonna start with y'all. All right. Hey, look, less of this camera, but try to use just the one camera. Yeah, but try not to, less as possible. All right. Back from a commercial break. All right, man, we got my boy. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Wealth Builders.
Yeah, man, it's Taquan Bernie, the CEO of a company called the Wealth Builders.
Yeah.
And man, like, had my company for like 5 years now. Being able to help thousands of people around the world, like, understand financial literacy. Because a lot of people, I didn't realize, like, where I came from. I didn't realize where I came from, like, you know, how impactful financial literacy was. Like, without that type of personal development, as Trail talked about, and financial literacy, it's kind of hard to get over that plateau of, like, the stigma of growing up in certain neighborhoods or the lack of financial literacy, the lack of resources. I didn't realize how much that could hinder you in life, whatever. So I was like, you know, figure out where I came from, and I was seeing, like I said, the lack of resources. So one night I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a company, like, to kind of teach people about financial literacy. It's like, I ended up leveraging credit and started getting into real estate and seeing how easy it was to, like, to leverage money and make money. And I was like, well, people need to know this. Like, this is really, like, change your whole financial trajectory in your family. So started a company in 2018. We just initially doing credit, and I got into trading, started making a whole bunch of money in trading, got into real estate, man. And I turned into, like, a multi-level marketing aspect of it. Because I was like, if I can teach people how to help people make money, I can help so many people around the world. And I want to make the barrier of entry so low that anybody in the world can at least have a chance and opportunity to financial literacy, man. And I'm blessed to be able to make millions of dollars. I'm creating millionaires. You know, my company is super big. We got about 4,000-5,000 people around the world who've, like, our vision. Shout out to all the people in Wealth Builders, all the leaders, all the people that have made this possible to be able to change people's lives all around the world. You know, just getting them opportunity to be around, like you said, with the community. Yeah. Because a lot of people, they don't, like I say, they on this island alone. They don't know these things exist. And I was talking to a gentleman today about being exposed and having awareness. Like, you want to know what you know. So imagine being with a community of people that have the same mindset, and you're exposed to these things. Now you have options. Now with these options, you can choose to do this and choose to do that. When you choose to make a certain type of decisions, me and we all have invested in ourselves. We've seen what investing in ourselves changes our lives. So being able to actually teach that to the world and help people around the world, man, it's been a beautiful thing, bro. And I'm super excited about where we're headed to, like going into our 5th year in business, man, and hopefully this year we'll create more millionaires.
I want to be one. Shit.
Well, I'm just excited to, you know, have you guys phone numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a cool group of fellas, man. First topic I want to get into, man, appearance. Jayhan's really into fashion. Trail's just really, you know what I'm saying? You just started working out, getting in the gym, getting your body right. You already know what I'm saying? Like, he look like a rapper, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But, like, it's in a different way, you know what I mean? Like, you come from nothing and you want to showcase that, you know what I'm saying? I want to look good every time I step out the crib. I've never seen you looking busted. I've never seen you with a dirty pair of shoes on, you know what I mean? Like, so I want to talk about the importance of your appearance, you know what I'm saying? Like, this year I just started really wearing suits because I see the effect it has on people and the effect that it has on me when people look at me, you know what I mean? So, starting off with Jayhan, like, the fashion guru, man, like, how long have you been like this? The new, because I seen an old picture before. Yeah, and that was harsh.
He was in the shadow realm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you like the big jeans, big t-shirt, like
with the folded on,
bro. Echo Unlimited, Sean John.
Yeah.
Like all that. What a lot of people don't realize is I'm the youngest out of 4.
Hand-me-downs.
Right? So like growing up, I didn't have the ability to have luxury clothing. So I was wearing like my brother's stuff. So and it's really interesting because a lot of people look at me and they think I always wanted to get into the clothing space, and it's the farthest thing, which I actually hated dressing up, right? Because coming up I had to have a uniform, and I'm like, I'm not trying to do this, you know what I mean? But really what it was for me, it was a few things, man. It was my junior year going into my senior year, and I remember I broke my arm twice in that same year. Both times were a double fracture. And the second time I broke it, I'll never forget. I literally broke my arm. My bone comes out of my arm this time. And I remember all of my teammates running out of the gym and me walking to the nurse's office by myself. And it was the first time in my life I ever thought about not playing basketball.
Yeah.
Right? Fast forward, I end up having surgery. I wake up from the surgery, realize I still don't have any feeling in my left hand. Doctor says I have nerve damage. Now, granted, this is my junior year going to my senior season. right? So I had D1 camps lined up. This was going to be my biggest AAU season ever. So I ended up coming back my senior season playing with one hand. I didn't want to tell my coach. I didn't want him being like, dang, if this boy break his arm one more time, his mom's going to kill me, right? So now all these, potential D1 looks go to D2, D3, NIA. And I remember just going to the gym one day and basketball felt like work. It's really, really weird. So I was in this interesting position where I felt lost because I had done this one thing 14, 15 years of my life. And now I had to make a transition, right? So, glory to God, man. I ended up going on a college visit to Georgia Southern campus, and a guy by the name of Adam Hazlett, he comes up to me and he says, hey, man, look, we're having a program called Pathways to Success. It's for incoming African-American males. We're only allowing 30 to come into this cohort. Would you be interested in applying now? Look, bro, I was like baller's life. I was a guy who was in the gym. I was going to make 1,000 shots. I wasn't in student government. I wasn't involved, but I had all this extra energy. I didn't know where to place it. So I was just like, you know what? I'll at least try. So I applied to this organization. I get accepted. And we pretty much have this orientation about a week before school starts. And at this orientation, they start pairing us with mentors, right? And the mentors in this program, there were guys getting their masters, their doctoral, or it's like their fourth year on campus. So these were people who were senior on campus, and they were involved. So like SGA president, homecoming kings, all of that. And it was the first time that I saw guys that looked like me that actually chose to dress up. Not because they were going to church, right? Not because they had, like they were actively choosing to dress up. And to make a long story short, we were in our dining commons Landrum, and about 6 or 7 of them all walked in at the same time, and it was like, time stop. Right? Like the lunch lady stopped serving chicken, the girls stopped talking at the table. And I became really fascinated, man, about what caused that response. Just based on what they were wearing. Like, what caused the room to shift to them? Just like, they didn't do it, they just walked in. And that was freshman year, man, and it's been, I'm a decade in now. So really that's where my journey began, man. It began freshman year, and I never looked back.
Do you dress like this every day?
For the most part, yeah. The thing that's so funny is, man, when people think menswear, they always think just suits. Right? And part of my education for my clients is having them understand that menswear is a spectrum, right? Like, I could be in a tracksuit and that can still be menswear. Right? There's a way to do it. I can be in a suede asymmetrical jacket, suede trucker jacket. Yeah. That's still menswear. So
I need to write all this down.
That's the question. Yes, but I'm not always in a suit, but I'm always clean. Right? Because I understand how important image is, even when you look at the numbers, right? Like, the brain processes images 60,000 times faster than it does words. So that means what you see is always going to say more, right, than what you're actually saying. So what I'm always big on is like, hey, let's learn the language that doesn't involve words and learn how to maximize that.
Ty, you don't really wear sex, but
when I knew I put it on.
Yeah, you put it on. You present yourself pretty well. So like, okay, how do you express yourself in like the way you wear your diamonds? Like, what's the purpose behind that?
So I got in the jury when I started when I took 40, and I got it, and I was like, you know what? I wore it because I like the look, right? And I actually like when you step into a space. Sometimes you ain't really gotta do much. You don't gotta do too much talking. Like, your image is everything. That's the first thing you like
the image is saying everything. I ain't gotta say shit.
You come in with certain watches on, a certain time it is, and you're like, you know what time it is, but not knowing what time it is. Depending, like, you always have to say much. And I always want to carry myself and be a certain type of person, right? That's why I work out, take care of myself, and always big on image and appearance, right? Because you feel good, right? And you usually, when you step into a space like that, like you're saying, people stop. They want to know what you got going on. That's an opportunity for you to share what you have going on in the business. So I don't want to appear. It's about customers. Customer transaction, right? And what's the first way to build a customer without using words? It's your image. What you got going on? What do you do? And sometimes your presence speaks before you actually open your mouth. So I'm big on, like, that's why I dress the way I dress. I move the way I move like that because, like I said, your presence brings attention. Right. And now that, like I said, there's an opportunity to help somebody else that may be going through something. I can change your life. But now, I may look like you, but have the image of what you want to be like. And now you like, oh, let me see what this man got going on. And that has
so when you want to light fade around?
The first thing I think about when I look at you two guys, right? Totally different
well, what's a light fade?
Groups of people.
Light fade is just light up in there.
You got the silver ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost like urban street, right? So you dress like who you're trying to attract, who you're trying to sell to, basically, right? So you dress like a street nigga, you know what I mean? You dress like a guy that's in the business world trying to like be corporate, right? Are you corporate?
No, well, so like that's the interesting thing, and again, that's why I always tell people that I think menswear is a spectrum. Right, so you know, if you were to look at my Instagram, I have the suit and tie look, I have the turtleneck look, I have the you know what I mean, casual look. I think if anything, I would describe myself more as luxury, right? And that's why even on the luxury side, the name of my brand is Affluent, right? Because it's more of a lifestyle. So when people look at me, I want them to think of, okay, this is the image that makes sense when you're doing a $6 million condo in Miami, Florida, ceiling windows, wraparound balcony. Okay, this makes sense.
Right.
This is the image where it makes sense when you're hopping out of GT Turbo. Right? This is the image, like, so for me, that's
I gotta write all this
my
shit down.
so people can really want to have an idea of that luxury space on that level when you're around people who are in like those PJs and different things of that nature. I'm really just big on making sure that the image has congruency with the environment. Right? So if you're in a certain type of environment, like for instance, you know what I mean, if again, if I'm in Miami and I'm on Nikki Beach, what does that look like?
Right.
Am I wearing forces or am I wearing an espadrille?
Yeah.
You know, like those are the things where the conversation I have, and that's why I'm not even really big even on my clients. Like I never even push them to do the suit thing because not every guy's gonna be a suit guy, right? Like I tell people there's 3 different archetypes of dress. You know, there's archetype 1, archetype 2, archetype 3, and every guy generally falls into the archetype depending on his environment and what he does. So like archetype 1 might be the guy who's internet entrepreneur, maybe he's a trader. He's a person who doesn't have to client face a lot, or if he is client facing, it's not formal. Like even like the gym owner. That guy, I'm not putting him in a full suit. Right? But what I will show him how to do is maybe do a suede trucker jacket, show some boot denim. I might show him how to do a different version of a tracksuit, maybe a Cuccinelli. Like maybe an Affluent. Tracksuit, right? Then you have archetype 2, that might be the guys doing like sales. Think about like your real estate guy.
I ain't never heard of that shit either.
Yes, they have to dress up in a slightly formal environment, but it's not
on a whole
a full suit and tie, right? Because they don't want to alienate the audience. So that might be a situation like what you have on today, Finesse, where it might be a suit, or it might be a sports coat denim, or it might be a trouser polo, you know, suede loafer. And then you have archetype 3, which is like your investment banker, your finance, like your Arthur Blanks of the world, the people that are high corporate, to where they really need to be on the most formal in the spectrum. So like that's part of my thing, and that's why I don't necessarily say I identify with corporate. I more so identify with luxury and context.
I want to speak on something too. Like even me being the CEO, right? Like people and performing at a high level that I perform in, right? A lot of people like, Ty, you don't really wear suits. I only really wear suits when I need to. Like when I'm stepping, like you say, in the cage. If I'm about to have an event or a conference, whatever, of course I'm gonna be suited and booted, right? But like I was saying though, it depends on the audience who I'm trying to attract, right? I'm not too much a client face, whatever, because the business kind of like runs itself. But I also know what's attractive too, right? And I also want to let people know we've been programmed to think we see a man in a suit and tie is superior. Right away. We've been programmed. We've been programmed to think that. And when we look at our young brothers, I don't want you to feel like that someone's unapproachable because they have a suit and tie, because you may not talk and dress the way I'm used to, right? So how can I help you if you don't approach me? But if I put on my lamp, I got on my watch, whatever, young brothers that we actually are the future, they're walking up to me, bro, what you do? What you do? And I'm gonna be able to speak to them, and there's somebody like